Hi, I'm back. It has been 3 years since my last video and I have all my previous videos on private. Anyway, well, today I am going to do a massive July to be read and also slash like a library haul. Yep. So the first book that I will be reading for the month of July, well, it's still June, but I count this as July. It's the first 15 lives of Harry August, and this has been going around YouTube for a very long time, and I think the hype kind of died down a little bit because it's been, I think, a good year and a half since this circulated booktube. But here we are, and this is my first time reading this, and this reminds me a lot of One Day, except that the main character is not going through different bodies, but his own and his own life. It just repeats. So I'm very excited to read this. I didn't think this was going to be humongous. I mean, look at it next to my face. I didn't think this was going to be as big as it is, and it's quite thick too, so, and the fonts aren't big, so I don't, but I'm excited. The next book that I have here is All the Ugly and Wonderful Things by Bryn Greenwood. This is another book that I didn't think would be this big, but it's like, it's big, but it's pretty short. I think there are only, well, okay, there are 400 pages, but I'm very excited to read this. If you guys didn't know, this is about Wavy, who is the daughter of a meth dealer, and she was basically raising her 8-year-old little brother, and there's the story is basically the love story between her and Cullen, a thug of his father, the meth dealer. So yeah, I'm very excited. This is, I feel like this is going to wreck me, but here we are. The next book is Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel, and yeah, a lot of these books are actually kind of, I'm late, but better late than never, right? Anyway, so this is a post-apocalyptic book, I believe. Honestly, I know this is gonna be good. That's why I picked this up. A lot of people raved about this, and this has like 4.03 ratings on Goodreads, so I'm very excited. Yes. Okay, the next book is We Are the Ants by Sean David Hutchinson. This is another book that I didn't expect to be this thick. I didn't think it would be this long. Well, the fonts are a little big, I guess, but yeah, this is another book set in the future, post-apocalyptic, just like the Station 11 one, and I'm very excited to read this. Right, okay, the next book is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. Yes, another late pickup for me, but yeah, look at all those awards. I'm very excited to read this. And this is, I'm late on the whole Pride Month books and all of that, but as I said, better late than never. I went on Goodreads, and apparently this is the first book in a series, but the second book hasn't been like announced when it was going to be released. The title of the second book is There Will Be Other Summers. A lot of people like this. It has 4.35 ratings on Goodreads, so I'm very excited. Now the next book is another one that I'm pretty late to. Maybe not so much as not as much as the other books, but this is A Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, and this is humongous. Look, I didn't expect this to be this big too, but here we are. Or maybe it's because, no, it's not because it's a hardcover. It's just, it's thick. Yeah. Another LGBTQ LGBTQ story. I'm late, but here we are. This is by Mackenzie Lee. This is the first book in a duology, I believe. Yeah, the first book in a duology. The second book is going to be released this year. Yeah, but I'm very excited. A lot of people love this book as well, and so I'm very excited. The next books are part of a series, and these are actually not the first few books. This is the 5th and the 6th book in the Falling Kingdoms series. I'm not sure if the 6th book is actually the last one. These are the last 2 books in the series, and I'm so excited to read this because I've read the first 4 books. I don't really remember what happened, but I know I loved it. Yeah, I loved the books because I gave them, I think, 4.5 rating on Goodreads, so I'm really excited to read this. This is Crystal Storm and Immortal Reign, the 5th and 6th book in the Fallen Kingdom series by Morgan Rhodes. So I'm so excited. I love fantasy. Okay, this is the Chaos Walking trilogy by Patrick Ness. The first book is The Knife of Never Letting Go. The second book is The Ask and the Answer, and the third book is Monsters and Men. I don't really know what this is about, but a friend of mine back in the Philippines really enjoyed this book. So I am looking forward to reading this book as well because she has great taste. Millie, hi. These are huge, and I hope I finish them this July because I only have a month for these books, but stay positive, right? I've never read a Patrick Ness book, but a lot of people love his books, so I'm very excited to read this. I keep saying I'm very excited to read all of his books because I am. I'm very excited. These are all the books that I've always wanted to read, but I don't like reading them in audiobook form. So I'm very excited once I realize that on my library I can borrow 100 books at a time. I think that's why I kind of went overboard with the borrowing. The last 2 books are Carve the Mark and The Fates Divide by Veronica Roth. I'm so excited. I think this is gonna be great. This is another fantasy series, and I love fantasy. It's like my #1 genre of book that I read. So I'm very excited to read this. I don't know if there is gonna be a 3rd book, but so far there are 2 books in the series. This one was released this year, and I'm very excited. I feel like this is a lot darker than Divergent, and well, Divergent is pretty dark, but with this one, I think it's a lot darker than that. And I love dark fantasies. Yes. Yeah. So those are the 13 books that I'm going to be reading for this month. I'm not going to attempt to carry them because I just actually got them today from the library and they didn't fit my bag, which I kind of expected, but it was hard to carry like 4 of the books because these are all huge. These are all huge books. And I'm daunted, but I'm also very excited. So that is my July to be read. Very ambitious to be read for this month. And I'm very excited to read all of these books as I have said for the past few minutes. And that's it. And I will see you guys on my next video. I will be posting a next video. Bye!